The construction giant announced its collapse after its lenders and the government failed to reach a deal to save the company. Millions of UK citizens will be affected by the closure. Carillion is a main supplier for the government with huge contracts, essential for public services. Carillion have built over 200 operating theatres for the NHS as well as 11,800 hospital beds and make 8,000 patient meals a day. What's more, it manages 50,000 armed force houses and maintains half of Britain's jails. Theresa May's government are expected to make a statement regarding the disaster imminently, but during Good Morning Britain today, Piers Morgan revealed that they rejected offers to appear on the ITV news show. "We've asked the government to come in and obviously they've said no," he told viewers following a report on the Carillion closure. He continued, "It's an absolutely huge company. The government were aware Carillion were having problems and allowed it to get drastically worse. It raises questions, why didn't they do more to stop this happening?" Transport Secretary Chris Carillon has already been heavily criticised for awarding a key contract for the £56 billion HS2 rail link to struggling Carillion, despite warnings it was in financial trouble. Liberal Democrat leader Vince Cable has accused the government of putting enormous amounts of public cash at risk. Former Business Secretary Vince Cable has unleashed a huge rant against the government, accusing the Tories of putting enormous amounts of public cash at risk. Criticising the government's dealings with the company, Mr. Cable told BBC Radio 4's Today programme, the Department of Transport seemed to be handing out contracts to keep Carillion going even though there had been profit warnings, even though there was a very high risk of this company going down. Enormous amounts of taxpayers' money was being put at risk, and that's the problem the government has now got to face. Warning against a government bailout. He added, "I think what has to happen in this case is the contracts have to be kept going, supporting the supply chain and the tens of thousands of workers, and that can be done by the government taking a lot of this in-house or retendering. The government can't just do a financial bailout. The shareholders and the creditors, the big banks, have got to take a hit. They can't just offload all of the losses onto the taxpayer." Good Morning Britain airs weekdays at 6 AM on